to buy something or not?
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Oh, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement. As do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
That's the day done then. Drinks and the Vale.
How about the Vale, then drinks?
My cousin in the capital said they lost one of the wharves to an ether flood.
Oh, good thing they got more than one then, eh?
You! Where the devils who dwell upon western shores? His radiance did command a great legion across the grace for to rid the realm of this stain, yet...
Fetch! Oriflamme. How many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full? Imperial watchtower. Should be well stocked.
You see it too, then? It's not not just me bleary eyes playing tricks on me.
If you mean the waves stopped at full crest, then yes, I do. How could I miss the bleeding thing?
That's enough for today, Branded.
Back to the pens with you. I need you fit for the morrow's harvest.
That's enough dallying, you two.
The lot of you. There's still work to be done.
You heard me. Shift your asses.
Not much chance I'd make it through the Penitent's Gate without someone recognizing me as a deserter. Sid had better have a plan.
Look here, men. This Branded would be so bold as to seek passage into our holy capital. By his master, we might be compelled to grant it. Not allowed.
Moore has little to offer in the way of succor for your kind. You would do well to part quickly.
Are you gonna buy something or not? With reds,
With the right to
whites,
confiscate any
ales,
objects forbidden by the
meads,
throne.
ciders, berries, murrays.
That's the day done then.
How about the veil?
Word is that the legions are readying to march again.
Men and their swords. They won't be satisfied until they've stuck 'em in every last soul in the realm.
The markets are a veritable midden, teeming with vermin.
Ugh, you need not remind me. Their incessant chittering is ringing in my ears even now.
Think I might see you tonight?
That depends on how much you want to see.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady.
Point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this. Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything...
I should probably start here.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues.
She's still missing it. Oh, if only...
You saw her before?
The day before. She'd lost her comb. It wasn't anything fancy. You see, Tatienne was an orphan.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. Tatienne...
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every gil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much...
This man from the garrison.
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
Sergeant's got it in for us. Where's your commanding officer?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it.
That'll be why
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection.
I dare. How about it, Branded? Care to show us?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want...
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon. All right. Enough. Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? Ah, so it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? Let a bearer win the dame's favour anyway.
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
That's it. Got potential. I'll give you that.
Can I go now?
Grieger's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bullocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, on second thought, maybe don't mention this to the dame. We wouldn't want you getting into trouble.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
I'm looking for a man.
Looking for a man? Hold your tongue.
Where? There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick.
On account of him being in war. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merc.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Fools there, not.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and star. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her, as unlikely as it may seem. There are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles, which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom, a freedom I could...
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much. Here, deliver these, but keep them... What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. 3 bearers, overworked...
It's no wonder so many Dutch...
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Danes...
You won't be staying, then?
I'm afraid not.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
What do you reckon?
The Emperor's finest, thrashed by a brand. The sergeant may be a surly bastard.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time.
Get on with it! You want to bleed to death?
You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I daren't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
You're one of the dames, I see. Well, you'd best be back to the Vale before the sun sets.
Excuse me, you there? I cannot help but notice you. Might I trouble you for some assistance?
And who exactly?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne. I have business beyond, and who better than would you be?
Why not?
Marvelous. There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and...
Nothing dangerous.
Why, of course. And strongly.
You're one of the dames, I see. Well, we'd best be back to the Vale before the sun sets.
Clive.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain...
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. You'll find they have little love for bearers. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I
shall return as soon as I've...
That's the day done then. Drinks and the Vale.
How about the Vale, then drinks?
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores. But she hasn't come. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
She's beautiful, white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know. Oh, she must be starving too.
In that case... That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her.
Because last up that...
The windmill.
Off with you now. Oh, and you tell the set if I catch that...
Chloe? More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Is that... someone napping on the job? I hope they don't mind the interrupt... The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favourite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
But Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
I'm so sorry, Chloe.
Get him, boy! You know what to do, boy. If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Oi, don't touch anything. Thanks for nothing.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from. Well, go on then.
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with...
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the Kappa. Only one's been seen quarrelling with us.
Is he still...
A trader? If you seek him out, fact is, folks round here would soon, and that's even with the dames.
Understood.
If you want my advice, find the merchant quick and speak to him and only him. Then march yourself and that brandy straight back to Northreach before the locals take up their pitchforks.
Oi, don't touch anything.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon.
What's this? A branded?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame.
Why, of course I...
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago.
Yeah? He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to... But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happened...
My thanks.
Not at all. Be sure and tell her. As I told you, the soldier made no secret of his destination. He said the ruins were the perfect place for him.
You are fortunate to have fallen into the dame's good graces. Her influence
It smells of death here, Torgal. Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village. Don't let them get away. You know what to do. There, boy. Sicko, Torgal. Torgal! Keep your distance, boy. Damn it all. Bodies. Well, the wolves have been busy. So it is you.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night.
You.
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching.
Yeah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and we know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to more.
If you mean this comb...
He might not be rotting on it.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry when the lads come to collect Yannick's body.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope, speaking of which, could you tell her what happened?
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan, but rarely do.
I found this with Tatienne.
Thank you for returning it.
I should go.
Before you do, I have the Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions of...
Not to mention it.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? But that couldn't possibly...
I will.
Oi, don't touch anything. Good riddance.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon.
You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door. Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrec.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut? And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools. And the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. That'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
We're counting on you. You and Jill both.
Look what the Curl dragged in. Go on, then. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Make it quick.
So, will it be?
How am I meant to do that then? And?
Wanted to send a message.
What happened? Is everything all right?
The research continues, and when my fertilizer is complete, the furrows will need expanding. Bahamil will not bow to the